Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I hope everyone is having a great day. My project today is a box I made out of DSP, obviously for Halloween trick-or-treat. It measures 3.5 by 2.5 by 1.5. Alrighty, and I used the Bewitching bundle, which is the Bewitching stamp set and the Witch Hat Builder Punch, which you get 10% off if you buy them both together. This here is my host code. If you're going to purchase anything under $150, you enter that in. I just love this. It's not too hard to make this. You can get 2 plus extra out of every 12 by 12 piece of DSP. I also use the Tailor Made Tags dies, and this paper is from the Celebrate Everything Designer Series paper, which is a host paper. So if you spend $150 or more, you can get that, put your Stampin' rewards towards getting that. Or if you have a party, or if you have a lot of stamping friends and you want to pool your orders, and you can split it up. There's 48 sheets in there, so it's a big pack. Alrighty. So what we need for our project is a piece of the Celebrate Everything DSP that is 8.5 by 6, some basic white for stamping, some Daffodil Delight for the stars. I need from the Tailor Made Tags dies. This is the other side of that DSP. We need one of the tags that is about 3.25 by 1 5/8. Okay, on the Tailor Made Tags dies, it's this one, which is the second largest in the straight edged one. All right, and that's what we need. Okay, I also use the glittered organdy ribbon and the black and white gingham ribbon on this. All right, so let's get our piece of DSP. 8.5 by 6, and we're going to start on the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 2, 4.5, and 6. I'm going to turn it to the 6 inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5 and 5. Okay, now I'm going to fold and burnish. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, so up here we don't need 1, 2, 3, 4 sections up here. I'm going to get rid of this one down there and do our rectangle straight, wedge the squares on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start on the bottom left, and there is a rectangle here. We're going to cut to the first score line and wedge up to the piece above it. Then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it straight to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Go to the other side of the rectangle, cut it straight. The next score line, cut it straight, and wedge each side of the square. Okay. Now we're going to turn it 180. The skinniest rectangle is on the right hand side now. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then take all of this off. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is wedge up into this piece that is the skinny rectangle. Okay, and then you need a corner rounder, and you're going to round each side of the top flap here. Okay, and that's what your DSP should look like after you've done scoring it and cutting it. All right, now we're going to put tear and tape on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line. I'm going to roll back any pieces of tape that are over the side. I'm going to flip it over and turn over the piece with the ink, and then we're going to attach the other side. Okay, so now this is our back here. So we're going to put the sides and the back, and this is where we're going to put more tear and tape. Definitely need one close to the edge. You can put one more underneath for good measure. Okay, just going to roll back that bit of tape I got off the edge. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and even on the sides. And just press it on. Okay, and then we're just going to push in the middle and squeeze the top. And that's your box. It's so cute. And it would be perfect for trick-or-treaters, I believe. All right, now... Okay, now we need our piece of basic white, and we're going to stamp the witch hat and the witch feet and the little spider. And we need Tuxedo Black Ink. Okay. I'm going to stamp that. I'll stamp the little witch. The little spider up here. That's all right, because we're gonna fussy cut it, and then the witch feet. Great. Okay. Now we can use the witch hat builder punch to cut out the hat. I'm going to cut off the witch feet legs. I'm just going to cut that right out. And for the witch feet and the spider are already fussy cut. And I left a little bit above the edge of the witch legs so that it's easier to attach it for us. Okay, now let's just do some coloring. All right, for the witch hat, we're going to use light and dark pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use the dark on the edges. And then I'm going to fill it in with the light pumpkin pie. Okay, then for the band, I'm going to use dark Highland Heather. Okay, and that's the hat. Okay, now for the the feet, I'm going to use dark Daffodil Delight for the buckles. And I'm going to do the middle stripe with the Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to do the bottom stripe with dark Pumpkin Pie. And that was dark Daffodil Delight if I didn't say before. And dark Highland Heather for the piece at the top, the stripe at the top. Okay. All right, so now we need our tag. And what I'm going to do first is just going to get my silicone mat, and I'm going to put just a little bit of glue. I'm going to use the other side of my Take Your Pick tool. Pick it up. I'm just going to get a little bit of glue on it, and then I'm going to put it over the hole in the top of the tag. Okay, Now, the next thing I did was figure out where I'm going to put the hat. And then I'm going to figure out where I want the spider. Put the hat up kind of a bit. Whoops. And then I put the spider kind of right there. So I'm just going to hold the spider where it is. And I'm just going to put a little dot, and then when I move it, just a little line down so I know exactly where to put my spider. Get a little bit of glue. Oops, it's okay. And the spider is going to hang off just a little bit, but that's okay. Okay? All right. Now we're going to place our hat. I have a little bit hanging over on the left and most of it's hanging over on the right. And I'm going to put 2 dimensionals right here. We want it, don't want it exactly on the bottom because I want to be able to stick my feet up in there. And take that off. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tip of the witch hat. And I'm just going to cover up that end of the where the spider web is. Okay. And then, yeah, I can cut a little bit more off. I'm just going to put my witch feet about right there. Okay. And then we can just use glue regular. Alrighty. Now we're going to squeeze our box together. I'm just going to punch one hole in the middle with a, I think this is a 1/4 inch hole punch. Okay. And I have a piece of glittered organdy ribbon that is about 7 inches. I'm just going to put it right through. Oh, I forgot to tell you, what's in here is it could fit more than this, especially if you put kisses in here or small candies, it'll fish a bunch. But right now I just have M&Ms and Nestle Crunch. Okay, so I'll close it. Put this through. And then, let's see what size this was. It's about 10 inches of the black and white gingham ribbon. I'm just going to squeeze it together and then tie a knot. Just one time. And I'm going to trim these down just a little bit. And then I'm going to put my tag right on the right hand side, and then I'm just going to tie a bow. Then this can, I'm going to put it over to the left, to the right a little bit, just so that you can see the nice paper. All right, now I'm going to use some Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to be cutting the stars. Okay. And we need our silicone mat again. And I'm going to put a big one right to the left side of the hat band. Another big one up here on the top part of the hat. And then the little one over here on the side. Okay. Alrighty, and then for the final touch, I'm just going to get some Wink of Stella. I'm going to put it on the stars, on the head of the spider, on the hat band, and on the witch's shoes. You can't really see it on camera that well, but it looks very cute. Just a little bit of sparkle. Let's see if you can see. There you go. All right, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed my Halloween box today. If you have any questions, my email is below. I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button. And if you're relying on the notifications just to see when I upload a video, I'm not sure if they're working. Some people say they are, some people say they're not. So I do upload usually every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday if you're looking for me. And you can go in my Facebook group, which is In the Pink Designs by Catherine Paper Crafts group. And I always post my projects on there, so you can see them there. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate the time you spent, and have a great weekend. I will see you next time. Bye.